Aren't you tired of letting frustration and anger take control of your emotions? Do you find yourself getting upset over minor inconveniences or fuming after a disagreement? What if I told you that you don't have to live this way? That you could develop a deep sense of calm no matter what happens around you? Imagine being untouchable by negativity, where no comment, action, or opinion can shake your peace of mind. Sounds unrealistic? Not according to the philosophy of Stoicism. In this video, we're diving into the timeless wisdom of the Stoics to uncover how you can gain mastery over your emotions. By the end, you'll walk away with practical strategies to prevent anger from dictating your actions and learn to handle conflict with unshakable composure. Anger is one of the most destructive emotions. It clouds judgment, leads to impulsive decisions, and drains your energy. But have you ever wondered why we get angry in the first place? Why do other people's actions trigger such intense reactions? Stoicism teaches us that the real cause of anger isn't external events. It's our interpretation of them. In other words, it's not what happens to us that makes us upset, but how we choose to perceive and react to it. That's where our power lies. Over the next few minutes, you'll learn how Stoicism equips you with mental tools to stay in control of your emotions, no matter the situation. Whether you're dealing with a rude comment, unfair criticism, or someone who just seems to get under your skin, this philosophy has the answers you. Focus on what you can control. The first key to emotional resilience is understanding what's within your control. According to the Stoics, life consists of two categories: things we can influence and things we cannot. The trick is learning to recognize the difference. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most renowned Stoic philosophers, wrote in Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you'll find strength." This means that while you can't control what others say or do, you have full control over how you respond. When someone is rude or disrespectful, their behavior is a reflection of them, not of you. By shifting your focus to your own reactions instead of their actions, you take back control over your emotions. The next time you feel anger bubbling up, pause and ask yourself, what is actually within my control right now? That simple shift in thinking is the first step toward maintaining inner peace. Change how you view others. Another powerful Stoic practice is adjusting your perspective on people's behavior. We often get frustrated because we expect others to act a certain way. But the Stoics remind us that everyone operates based on their own experiences, beliefs, and nature. It's not about us. Epictetus, another great Stoic thinker, famously said, "We are not disturbed by what happens, but by our thoughts about what happens." This insight is life-changing. When you stop taking things personally and recognize that others act based on their own limitations, their behavior loses its power over you. For example, if someone cuts you off in traffic or criticizes your work unfairly, your instinct might be to react with anger. But what if instead you reminded yourself, this person is acting based on their own circumstances, and I am not responsible for their behavior? This shift in mindset allows you to detach from frustration and move through life with a greater sense of ease. Strengthen your inner resilience. Stoicism isn't just about passive acceptance. It's about training your mind to remain steady in the face of challenges. Just like building muscle requires repeated effort, emotional resilience develops through practice. If you want to stay calm under pressure, you must intentionally expose yourself to situations that test your patience. Think of it as a mental workout. Start by practicing small habits, like taking a deep breath before responding to a frustrating situation, or pausing before reacting when someone irritates you. Seneca, another famous Stoic, put it perfectly. A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a person perfected without trials. The more you practice, the stronger your emotional discipline will become. Mastering your emotions isn't about suppressing feelings. It's about changing how you interpret and respond to the world. By focusing on what you can control, shifting your perspective on others, and intentionally building resilience, you can navigate life with clarity and composure. Anger no longer has to rule your life. With the wisdom of Stoicism, you can develop a mindset that allows you to remain calm, no matter what challenges come your way. If you found this helpful, stick around. I've got plenty more insights to share that will help you take control of your emotions and transform the way you experience life. Mastering inner peace through perspective and awareness. A person who has never faced hardship remains untested. Life will continuously provide moments that challenge your emotional discipline, but it's up to you to view them as lessons rather than disturbances. Frustration often arises when we dwell on past regrets or anxiously anticipate future struggles. We replay old conversations, fixate on past missteps, or stress over what may come, fueling unnecessary emotional turmoil. Thoughts like, they shouldn't have said that, or I can't believe I have to deal with this again, only add to our distress, pulling us away from the present moment. Ancient philosophers understood that much of our emotional turbulence comes from being trapped in the past or future. The key to regaining control is fully embracing the now, experiencing life as it unfolds without unnecessary interpretation or worry. By training ourselves to focus on the present, we strip away the weight of past grievances and future anxieties. Being present doesn't mean ignoring the lessons of the past or disregarding future responsibilities. Rather, it means not letting them steal our peace. The more you practice staying grounded in the now, the less external situations or people's behavior will have power over you. When you meet challenges with clarity and composure, you reclaim control over how you experience life. One of the most effective ways to manage frustration is by developing a sense of understanding. At first, this may seem counterintuitive, but when we recognize that every individual carries their own burdens, struggles, and limitations, it becomes easier to replace anger with empathy. Instead of reacting with irritation when someone is difficult, try to see beyond their behavior. People often act out of fear, ignorance, or personal pain. Recognizing this helps you detach emotionally and prevents their actions from affecting your peace. Marcus Aurelius once noted that the best response to wrongdoing is not to imitate it. This doesn't mean tolerating mistreatment, but rather refusing to let another's negativity dictate your emotions. Your inner peace is far too valuable to be disrupted by someone else's behavior. By approaching difficult interactions with patience, you shift your focus from blame to understanding. Maybe their words are a reflection of their struggles, or perhaps they're acting out due to pressures you don't see. Choosing compassion over anger not only preserves your calm, but also disarms negativity, transforming frustration into wisdom. Adopting this mindset doesn't mean becoming emotionless. It means becoming emotionally disciplined. When you understand what is within your control, shift your perspective on others, and practice remaining calm in adversity, frustration loses its grip on you. Anger is not an unavoidable reaction. It's a choice. By embracing the principles of mindfulness, acceptance, and understanding, you begin to see that no one can disturb your peace unless you allow it. So the next time frustration arises, pause. Take a deep breath. Recognize that you have the power to decide how you respond. Let go of attachment to outcomes and allow the storm to pass without it unsettling your inner calm.